Hey everybody, Travels with Dottie here, and there's Dottie. Hey Dottie, want to be on camera? And this doesn't look like my trailer, does it? This is a little place I'm gonna rent outside of Artesia, New Mexico, and it's very small but comfortable. There's more room than my trailer, just so I can, now that I'm at the 1 month mark, I can start doing some recovery exercises for my hip and my leg. And this gives me room to do it. There really wasn't sufficient room in the trailer to do it. And I really want to get back close to 100% by the time I head up north to Eagle Nest at the end of May, beginning of June, right around then. So this is where you're going to be seeing me do my videos from, and running errands into Artesia and sometimes all the way into Carlsbad. And I tell you, I've never been to Carlsbad Caverns, and I hear it's amazing. And now that we can do, YouTubers can do, you know, this light is terrible, and I have a lamp here I can turn on. There we go. Is that better? Okay. Now that we can do videos in national parks, I'm gonna head out there pretty soon. I think I'll maybe recover a little bit more because there's quite a bit of walking involved. I'll still have my cane available, but I'll get out there and I'll take you with me to Carlsbad Caverns. And I'm doing research. I may go up to Roswell and maybe go through that Roswell Alien Museum. I really like this area down here. I was down here quite a bit last summer before I went north up to the Eagle Nest area, and I really thought it was a lot of fun. So I'm pretty happy being down here and having a little place, a little bit bigger place to hang out. Dottie likes it, don't you, Dottie? Dottie likes. She's got I put her bed over there in the corner, but she does like this little couch. She sits up on the couch with me when I watch TV, and we're pretty happy here. What else is going on? Let's see. It's, you know, I miss Quartzsite, and when I think about it though, and I mostly think about the people I miss. But I miss driving through town, and I miss everything. I really do. But it's always a source of comfort for me to know that I'm going to be back there in November. Come hell or high water, I'm going back there. What I want to do is I want to stay in an RV park and do videos from the perspective of staying with full hookups in town for a season in Quartzsite. I think that's a really important series to do, and I'm curious about the differences. But if that doesn't work out, in the place I wanted to go, I couldn't get a spot. I was on the waiting list, but I'm number 2 on the waiting list. So fingers crossed that I get into that RV park. And I'll be there November, December, January, and February, like 4 months. And then who knows? Who knows? We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out together. How's that sound? I talked yesterday a little bit about you know, I've been thinking more about the process of aging because of this surgery, and I talked a little bit sort of like from the gut on that, and I got some real nice feedback from folks, and I just want to say how much I really appreciate that. You know, it's what they call a double-edged sword. One edge is that, hey, the body's failing, but the other edge is I'm happier than I've ever been. The knowledge and wisdom that you accumulate over a lifetime when you get over 60 can be pretty valuable stuff, and I'm very grateful. I'm grateful for my health and for my friends. And you know, I have 2 brothers and 2 sisters, and the closest one in age to me is 10 years older. So Margaret, closest to me, is 75. Annie is 77, and then we have Frank, who's gonna turn 79 in July, and then Tad, the oldest, is going to turn 81 this year. And you know what? They're all very active and great shape. You know, as a matter of fact, Frank had a hip replacement, same hip, same procedure, 2 weeks ahead of me. So that was really cool that I was able to get my hip replacement, and I talked to him every single day to get a preview of coming attractions. And so it was real to have that support was really valuable. And Frank has always been in great shape, very active. You know, he's got a house on like 28 acres of land up in North Idaho, and I lived with him for a while. I lived in North Idaho from 2009 to about 2014, 2015. Living with him and working up in Sandpoint, Idaho. If you can picture Idaho, that little strip at the top called the Panhandle, that's where that is. And it was a really neat place to be because I could drive 30 minutes east and be in Montana, or I could drive 30 minutes west and be in the state of Washington, or I could drive 60 minutes north and be in Canada. Pretty amazing place, and beautiful country, mountains and lakes. It's just, and Frankie has been there, I'm going to say, 50 years or more, you know, that on that land. So you can tell how much he loves it there. My other 3 siblings all live in the same town. They live in Ithaca, New York, which is that part of upstate New York is kind of the roots of my family. So Annie and her husband, Matt, are like in a condo kind of place outside of Ithaca. Well, I think it's still in Ithaca, but it's outside of downtown. My sister Margaret has a nice, beautiful little bungalow house in town, and my brother Tad, the oldest, is in like a over 55 apartment building, right in downtown. So he's easy walk to all sorts of things one can do in downtown Ithaca. And so 3 of them in Ithaca, New York, 1 up there in Idaho, and the Wanderer, little baby brother Rob is the Wanderer. But I love my I've got a wanderlust, and I love my nomad life, and it's pretty cool. Let's see, what else? I'm trying to think, you know, there's nothing really new other than, well, it's kind of a big deal. And, you know, if you want a tour of the place, you already have it. It's 1 room. It's just 1 room. That's it. Nothing fancy. And it's got a little porch out front. And I'll shoot some videos from the porch when the weather's better today. I'm not doing it today because it's kind of windy and a little chilly. My father used to say, "Chilly today, hot tamale." And I think that's the forecast. Where's Artesia, New Mexico? Going to be 80 today and 74 tomorrow. Now, tomorrow we can use my dad's line because it's high as 74 tomorrow. Then Wednesday it'll be 92. So we can say tomorrow, we can say chilly today, hot tamale. Let's see, what else? Let's see. I got nothing. You gotta, probably the next one I'll do will be I'll do another comment video maybe tomorrow. Those have been pretty popular, and I really enjoy reading those comments and commenting on the comments. That's kind of a fun thing for me to do. So I will do that tomorrow, and that's going to be pretty much it for today. And take care, and I'll see you tomorrow.